Hello everyone, this is Matt with Storm Central. It's 10:09 Central Daylight Time, August 26, 2011. Just wanted to get everyone up to date. I am the admin also from Hurricane Irene. My name is Matt Baranowski. Alright, we're going to get everyone started right now with the latest on the satellite imagery for Hurricane Irene. As you can see, she was a much stronger Cat 3 hurricane. She weakened a little bit during the day as the 5 a.m. advisory came out this morning as she had weakened. Since then, we have not seen a rapid gain in strength as millbars just have been dropping slowly, as we are trying to see some organization a little more as she heads into the North Carolina regions. I wanted you guys to note real quick something, and I'll go to this in a little bit, but I want to show you guys that we are seeing kind of a dry slot being put into effect here, as you can see right here as we'll zoom into this. Seeing a little bit of a dry factor into this area. That means these areas aren't receiving any rain right now. But this is likely to overbend as you're seeing these rain bands coming in from these areas, just overwhelming portions of South and North Carolina. Alright, we'll put this back into effect here and we'll get this thing going. But the next thing I wanted to show you guys was we do have some tornado warnings out in effect. And we have tornado warnings out for portions of South and North Carolina. We'll get this up. This is for Onslow, Eastern North Carolina until 11:15. That would be their time. This is until Terrell County, Hyde County, Washington County, and Beaufort County. This is until 11:30 Eastern. And we're looking at 11:45 West Central Tyrell County. Now, I want you guys to we're going to pinpoint this, bring this back right there, and we're going to zoom right in. Take a look at these here. As you can see right there, we have green going northbound, reds going southbound. That's a tornado right there around Crestwell and Roper. Now, these are likely brief tornadoes. We're going to go here, and we're looking around Englehart. We did see a tornado here, likely as shown by the vertical velocities. Going into the main, just radar look on this. These are some pretty intense cells at times. Remember, they don't have to like normal severe weather. They don't have to be super severe to get these things going here. As we're going to widen out and take a look how these things are just wrapping in. This is going to occur all night. So you're going to get these bands, likely from the outer bands here, even some of these inner bands, showing tornado warnings. But these outer bands here are starting to rotate a lot with this rotating low pressure, now Hurricane Irene. But this is going to be intense for the next couple of hours for portions South Carolina before moving northward into these areas. Now we're going to take a look at the next radar system we have here, and it's showing rotation, heavy rotation actually in these areas right here, shown where these tornado warnings are once again, showing potential tornadoes in these areas. Like I was saying, all these little dashes in these lines are showing rotations. It's going to take a while to load up. So we're just going to go to the other one. This is the latest radar view right now, as we will tilt it just a little bit. We're going to go inside some of these storms. We're going to take a look at some of these, see if we can actually pinpoint where this tornado might be. And that's not going to help, so we're just going to continue going in and see if we could figure out the exact location of these things. And let's go back about 3 frames. I like that one right there. That one's real good right there. So, well, real good as in that's a good looking. See if we can take a look at that. We have cloud tops going up to 53,000 feet. Looking at this, and this is pretty good looking cell that could have produced a tornado here. These vertical velocities are very well. Bottom line, for this whole area, we are going to see tornado chances increase for South and North Carolina, likely more North Carolina, in through tonight before this moves off the coast in the morning hours. Alright, we're going to go by the latest for the National Hurricane Center. Once again, here's their cone. I have a different cone. We're looking at 11 p.m. Tonight, and we're looking at landfall now showing around 6 and 7. 8 p.m. this will be off the coast of Virginia. Go slide right up the coast and make landfall right around Long Island areas, and then go into portions of Connecticut and Massachusetts. Now here's my track forecast. This hasn't been updated since 6 o'clock, so we're looking at basically from 6 to 10 a.m. Saturday morning landfall in the Outer Banks likely, or around, if we can zoom in. Let's get this thing going here. If we can zoom into some of these areas, let's zoom in, take a look. That's too much. As we're looking around, probably the Beaufort area, Emerald Isle, Hackers Isle, I can't say that at the moment. But that's going to be the location of the eye going over. Now, we also have a tornado watch out until 5 a.m. Hazards likelihood being tornadoes high chances in these areas. Now, we're looking at, here's the main visible satellite. We'll zoom into this, make sure you can get a closer look at this. And we're looking at, basically, we're looking at the visible satellite of Hurricane Irene. And you can see the eye is no more. You can't see the eye definite on radar. Here's the water vapor imagery. That would conclude that this rain bed is not showing up on radar and it's not going to be hitting the land. So we are seeing some dryness getting into this. Alright, the main threats for tonight into tomorrow. We will see this thing come off land in Virginia around 6 p.m. Saturday. Could be a little earlier now. 12 a.m. Sunday, we're looking at that location. And between 8 and 11 a.m. on Sunday being landfall, Long Island, Cat 1 hurricane. And then we're going to look up in Massachusetts around 3 p.m. on Sunday. Going into the next frame. Oh, I just realized that wasn't wide enough. So we're going to extend that out. Make sure we do have what we want here for all viewers to see. Here's the take a look at the key. As you can see, some things have changed on it. This is the threat key here. Now looking at precip totals, check where your area is. 2 inches in this yellow, this screen, 5 inches, this screen, 10 inches, 15 inches are possible in some of those areas. Now this has been adding up in portions of South and North Carolina. As you can see, storm rains already over 5 inches in a lot of areas. And this has just begun, folks, so... Alright, now back to my latest here. This is on storm surge. Looking at all these areas in yellow here. I mean in white, and then there's blue, 7 feet, and then these dark blue is 5 feet at least. In these dark blue, we're looking at 10 feet, white in the 7 feet areas. So anywhere from Boston over into this little hook, I'm not sure at the island or correct name of this peninsula right now. This is looking at about 5 feet and below in storm surge. For portions in this white area, that's going to mean around 7 feet, and 10 feet is possible into New York, into the Bronx areas. That's why they've had thousands, or a million people evacuated. I'm really concerned into this area right now, as into the outer banks of North Carolina, we are going to see excessive storm surge for these portions. Alright, so basically this is going to be the look of the night, as I took a snapshot of this earlier, as we're going to see these little things, brief tornadoes show up. So everyone tune in Storm Central. I'm going to have the latest on writing the forecast right now, as we are under hurricane warnings from all these areas. This means hurricane conditions are in effect, or could be occurring in 36 hours or less. Tropical storm warnings for portions of Massachusetts also includes down in South Carolina. I didn't write that in. We saw damage already in the Bahamas going through all these pictures, so let's not take this, and this is in Florida, let's not take this lightly, guys. This is going to be a big storm. If you have been evacuated in your evacuated zone, that is just not very the smartest thing to do. You can see the model agreements on this. You can find the line right off the coast. That's where they're taking this. So if you're in a hurricane evacuation zone, you should leave now. Alright everyone, we've already had some damage coming in from storm report, trees down in Florence, South Carolina, 3 trees down on a house. Why would you want that to happen, guys? Alright, stay tuned to Storm Central for the latest. I'm doing an update right now.